need to pay attention
We need to
to.
respect your body because your body accepts
Yes.
everything. If you want, it will accept. But
Hmm.
you need to analyze how much you need and eat only it.
Yes.
Okay. And now I will ask you to answer to give me a short comment about these sentences that I'm going to say to you. Everyone should be an organ donor.
I think it's complicated because there are many things that are related to this. I know that there are some religions that they don't approve this kind of thing. I think it's a very beautiful thing because I think
If you're not going
if
to use it anymore, you can.
yes, and you can save someone. It's very I think it's very beautiful and I would like to see more people doing this thing, but I know that it's complicated.
Yes, and everyone should be a blood donor. If it's the same line, do you think the same thing
Yes, I
about?
think it's easier. I think it's more common, but I think it's the same thing. It's complicated, but I would
Yes,
like to see people doing this.
yes. When I was doing my exchange course in another country, the woman that I was living with, she belonged to a very strict religion, and
Mhm.
in her religion, is not acceptable to receive blood from another person. And she told me that besides being a member of this church, she didn't accept this. And there was a very sad thing that happened one day there, that one child needed some blood, and her parents didn't accept the donation because of the religion, and the girl died. If
Mhm.
someone had donated, and of course there were people trying to donate, but her parents refused.
Mhm.
And even being part of this church, she wrote a letter to a newspaper, and this newspaper published her statement about this event. And after that, this newspaper published her letter, and many people from from her church, they went to her home to throw some stones in her windows. They were angry with her, and she was very afraid of what could happen to
Yes.
her because she did this, but I think she was not wrong. She only gave her
Yes.
point of view, and it's something that's sometimes it's unbelievable.
It's
That
very complicated because at the same time that you want to help and we want to see people doing this, you need to respect the religion, the
if yes, it's complicated, but
yes.
uh, all opportunities should be taken.
I think it depends on the opportunity. I think you need to see if it will be something good, and I think
Because it's not because it's an
always
opportunity that it's good.
yes. I think we should pay attention to all the opportunities, but
But you have
for
to be like you have to have the accuracy to be able to choose the
yes,
best one.
yes.
And having plastic surgery is a risk not worth taking. Having plastic surgery is a risk not worth taking. What do you think about this?
I think now it's a very common thing, and I think there are some people that have very. I think we can't judge the reasons of the surgery, but at the same time, I would like that people don't.
Change so much their bodies when it's not necessary.
Yes, and sometimes they change just because of the media, of the things that we see on TV. I know that there are some people that are very sad about their bodies, or there are some people who suffered some accident, and I think it's a good thing, but at the same time, I think the number of plastic surgeries that our country and the United States are used to do. is very high. So I think it's something that,
Yes, it's a risk not worth taking.
yes, I
Yeah,
think
because
it,
when I spoke this, it came to my mind the idea the one very beautiful woman, she died because she was trying to do some plastic surgery with a doctor in the black market, and
yes,
she unfortunately she lost her life. But there are a lot of cases similar to this. But the point is, when you think about the person, that the person was perfect, and what she want to change,
yes.
that she made her lose her life. It's very crazy.
It's very crazy because it's very expensive and very dangerous. In our country and United States, we are very, it's very common to see people doing these
And do you
things.
think this application like Instagram and Facebook, these social medias, they have some kind of influence in this kind of behavior of the people trying to be on their best all the time,
I
or
think
not so much?
yes, because now it's very common to see many celebrities doing these kinds of surgeries. I think it's something normal that you are going to do because some years ago it was very strange the idea of do a plastic surgery, but nowadays everybody
Yes.
is doing
It's
something.
not so expensive. It's a little more affordable, but on the other hand, I think it is very complicated because you may lose your life
Yes,
for
it's very
so
dangerous.
simple things. I think we should do it only if it's necessary. Like when you have a problem, you want to lose weight and you need to do a surgery to reduce your stomach or something like this. Or if you have
Yes.
had an accident and you need to
Hmm.
solve some problem in your face if you don't like it. Okay. And now another question here. How often do you go to a beauty parlor?
I
D-
think just when I have,
A special
uh,
event to go?
yes, when I go to a wedding, a very important thing because I am used
Doing the
to
things for
get, yes. So I think just in very special, uh,
occasions? If,
yes.
do you usually hit it off right away with people you meet?
I think I always try to hit it off, but it's hard because the person it's different with,
Yeah, it doesn't depend only on you. It depends on the other
yes.
person too. So it's not so easy.
I think I most of the times I try to hit
you
it
are
off,
you are a
but
giving person. You try to be a giving person, like.
yes, to be kind and to be patient with the person. I like to listen, but there are some people that just don't match with me, so
Yes, and it's not your business. So it's their problem.
yes.
Okay, and another one is not what do you think it's easy to lose an accent?
I think it's hard because your accent it's like a part of you because it's not something that you control. And sometimes these discussions about the accent, I think it is very bothering because to us it's very hard to learn another language because we are used to our
Speaking
mother
perfect.
language. Yes. And it's very hard. And I always see like people from the United States when they try to speak Portuguese or another language, they had
Yes, much
their
many.
accent. It's very, very you they cannot speak like us, and we are always very comprehensive. We are always helping, and when we are going to speak in English, we say just a little thing with our accent, and
And
everybody's
mock us.
complaining. Yes, I think you should try to control, to not because it can.
Yeah, for me, for me, there's not a problem to have accent. The problem is to speak
Yes,
wrong. But if you
yes,
speak, the person understands you. and you understand the person. If they
Mm,
speak British or American English, it's not a problem. The
yes.
problem is
And
if
I
the
think,
person doesn't understand you. But
yes.
many people think that we need to speak the same way the Americans or the British people, but
Mm-hmm.
it's not true. I think English is
And,
a worldwide language, and
mm-hmm.
people will speak it the way that is easier for them, and of course with the way that the people will understand.
Yes, and I think it's very interesting. I really like to see the accent of people of other countries. I think it's very beautiful, and we just need to pay attention if you are saying the things right,
Yes,
not
yes.
about our accent.
And which accent do you prefer when you watch movies, American or British one, or you don't have
I
a special one?
think I like both, but I think I grew up keeping in touch
In
with
touch
the American accent. I
accent,
think the British is
a little
a
strange
little
sounds.
strange to me, some things, and I think the expressions of the United States are easier to me to understand. When
Okay.
I watch something British, I think there are some expressions that I don't
Yeah.
understand.
And but can you recognize when you see someone speaking American or British English? Is it easy for you?
I think it is because the accent is very different. I cannot to like I have a friend, my friend from Portugal, and she said that her friend has a very you can see very easily the difference of the way that she speaks and the way that her friend speaks. And I didn't notice the accents because to me it was the same.
But they
So
were
it's
talking to you
like
in Portuguese,
in
Portuguese or in English?
Portuguese.
Uh,
It's like here
us here from Rio and from Bahia.
yes, I showed her a video of a woman of I think she was from Bahia, and her accent was very different from the way that I say, and she didn't notice the
The
difference. And
difference.
to us, it's very easy to notice. But I think with countries, it's easier. Like in India, when they say it's very
Yes,
easy
and
to
especially like
recognize.
Chinese people talking in English. So you say, "Oh, this guy is an
Yes.
Asian person or from Japan." Okay, and the last question to finish your class, unfortunately, what will you do if it's sunny next weekend?
I think I will try to go out to a place, maybe to a park or to go out because in
To
quarantine I spend too much time home.
yes,
So I
like you are
think
going to hang out with your friends.
yes, with my two friends, just a few people to go out to some place.
Okay. That's it. So don't forget that you have another class on Thursday, okay? Because this
Yes.
class is that one that you didn't do last week. So, and
Mm-hmm.
thanks again for letting me record your class. I think it's
Yeah.
very
No,
nice for.
no problem.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye.